There are moments in life when you look at the sky and wonder if anyone is listening. You sit quietly, perhaps after a long and heavy day, and in your heart there's a voice that says, I want more, I need more, I was made for something greater than this. That small voice inside of you is not your imagination. It is not a silly thought. It is the call of your soul, reminding you that the universe is alive and waiting to respond to the desires of your heart. Every dream you carry, every longing that makes your chest ache, is not random. It is the universe's way of guiding you toward the life you were born to live. Yet so many of us silence that voice. We tell ourselves we are not worthy, that life is hard, that dreams are for others and not for us. We bury our desires under fear, under doubt, under the weight of daily struggles. But the truth is this: when you dare to ask, when you open your mouth or your heart and say clearly what you want, the entire universe begins to move on your behalf. Asking is not weakness. It is the greatest strength you hold. Think of a child who runs to their parent and says, I want this, please. That child never stops to wonder, am I worthy of asking? They simply ask because deep down they trust they are loved. And often, the parent delights in fulfilling that request, not because the child has earned it, but because the child belongs to them. In the same way, the universe is not a cold machine. It is not distant. It is a living, breathing presence that responds to trust. When you whisper your desire, when you declare your dream, you are not being greedy. You are opening the door to what has been waiting for you all along. Imagine for a moment a man who has lived in poverty all his life. He works from sunrise until late at night, barely earning enough to keep food on the table. His clothes are worn, his spirit is tired, and his heart is heavy. He watches others succeed, others build homes, others travel, and he wonders why life is so unfair. One night, with tears in his eyes, he whispers, Universe, I don't know how, but please show me another way. I am ready. In that single moment, his energy shifts. Something invisible changes. He begins to notice opportunities he had ignored. A neighbor offers him help. A friend connects him to a new path. A stranger speaks words that light up his heart. Within a year, his life is no longer the same. Not because wealth fell from the sky, but because asking opened the door for him to receive what was already waiting. This story is not rare. It is the natural rhythm of the universe responding to faith. But asking alone is only the beginning. Gratitude is the golden key that unlocks the floodgates of abundance. Think of how you feel when you give someone a gift. If they frown and complain that it is not enough, your heart closes. But if they smile, if their eyes light up with thankfulness, if they hug you and say, this means so much to me, you feel joy and want to give even more. This is how the universe works. Gratitude is the music that makes the universe dance. When you ask with gratitude, you are not saying, I lack. You are saying, I am already blessed, and I welcome even more. That vibration is irresistible. It echoes across creation and brings more blessings rushing toward you. There is a danger, though, and it is one that traps so many souls. The danger is envy, doubt, and fear. Perhaps you see someone living the life you dream of. They hold the partner you wish to hold. They drive the car you long for. They laugh freely while you still struggle. And instead of celebrating them, bitterness rises in your heart. That bitterness is poison. It whispers that abundance is limited, that if they have it, you cannot. But that is a lie. Abundance is not a small pie with only a few slices. It is an endless ocean, and there is more than enough for you. Their success does not diminish yours. In fact, their success is a signal from the universe, proof that what you want is possible. Replace envy with inspiration. Instead of asking, why them and not me, whisper, if it is possible for them, then it is possible for me too. That simple shift opens the gates of abundance wider than you can imagine. Doubt is another thief. You may ask the universe for a blessing, but inside, a hidden voice whispers, it will never happen. I don't deserve it. I am not enough. That hidden conflict cancels your prayer. It is like planting a seed and digging it up every day to check if it is growing. You must let go of doubt. You must water your seed with faith. Just because you cannot see the roots does not mean nothing is happening. Behind the curtain of the unseen, the miracle is preparing itself. The timing is being arranged. The connections are being woven. The door is being built, even if your eyes cannot see it yet. And then there is fear. Fear is perhaps the greatest enemy of abundance. Fear convinces you to stay small. You may ask for love, but you close your heart and push others away. You may ask for success, but you refuse to take risks because you are afraid to fail. You may ask for healing, but you hold on to pain because it feels familiar. Fear whispers, stay where you are, don't try, don't risk, don't believe. But courage whispers, step forward. Even if you stumble, you will grow. The universe does not require perfection. It requires faith, and faith is shown in action. When you take one step, even a trembling step, the universe rushes to meet you. Abundance, my dear friend, is more than money, is more than possessions, is a way of being. Abundance is waking up with peace in your heart. Abundance is laughing with someone who loves you deeply. Abundance is the joy of small things, the sound of birds at dawn, the warmth of sunlight on your face, the beauty of knowing you are alive. When you ask the universe, you are not just asking for material things. You are asking for fullness of life. And fullness of life is your birthright. Think of a woman who had been broken by heartbreak. She believed she was unworthy of love. She closed her heart for years, telling herself she would always be alone. But one night, she whispered, "Universe, I am ready. I am ready to love and to be loved." From that moment, her life shifted. She began to smile at strangers again. She allowed herself to hope again. She opened her heart in conversations. And slowly, love found her. Not because she begged for it, but because she dared to ask, she dared to believe, and she dared to receive. This is how the universe works. But remember this, asking is not begging. Begging comes from fear. Begging comes from desperation. The universe does not respond to fear. It responds to conviction. When you ask, believe as if it is already done. Walk as though it is already yours. Smile as though the blessing is already on its way. That energy, that deep trust, is the bridge between the invisible and the visible. Some people say, "I asked and nothing happened." To them I say this, the universe is not a vending machine. It is a living presence, a partnership. You ask, the universe responds, but you must also act. If you ask for success but reject every opportunity, you close the door. If you ask for healing but cling to bitterness, you block the flow. If you ask for love but wall off your heart, you resist the blessing. Asking is the beginning, but openness is the path. Look at nature and you will see proof. The trees never run out of leaves. The oceans never run out of waves. The sun never runs out of light. Abundance is the natural rhythm of creation. If the universe can clothe the flowers and feed the birds, will it not also care for you? The difference is that the flowers and the birds never doubt. They never envy. They never fear. They simply trust. You, too, can return to that trust. So do not be afraid. Do not whisper your desires in shame. Speak them boldly. Declare them with conviction. Say to the universe, "I am worthy of abundance. I am worthy of peace. I am worthy of love." And then step into life as though it is already true. Because it is. Your desires are not random. They are seeds planted in your soul. And seeds are not meant to remain buried. They are meant to grow, to blossom, to feed not only you, but others. When you shine, you inspire others to shine. When you prosper, you show others what is possible. When you heal, you remind others that healing is real. Your desires are not selfish. They are sacred. They are the way the universe expresses itself through you. So ask boldly. Ask as though your life depends on it, because in many ways it does. And if you still doubt, remember this. The universe has never failed in generosity. It has never once run out of miracles. It has never once said, "I cannot." Every sunrise is proof. Every heartbeat is proof. Every breath you take is proof. The universe is abundant, and that same abundance flows through you. So, my dear friend, ask. Ask with gratitude. Ask with courage. Ask with faith. And then trust. Trust that the universe has heard you. Trust that the answer is already on its way. Trust that abundance is your birthright, and nothing can take it from you except your own disbelief. And as I speak these words, I want to pause and thank you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for listening with an open heart. Thank you for your kindness, your support, your presence. You're not just another soul passing by. You are part of this journey, part of this family, part of this circle of dreamers and believers. I am grateful for you. Truly, as you move forward from here, may your life overflow with blessings. May your heart find the peace it has been searching for. May your hands hold the abundance they have long desired. May your spirit walk in love, in freedom, in joy. And may every step you take remind you that you are never alone. The universe is with you, always listening, always guiding, always responding. So go on. Ask boldly. Believe deeply. Live abundantly. And if these words have touched your heart, if they have reminded you of your worth, I invite you to join me. Like this video, share it with someone you love, and subscribe to the channel so together we can continue this journey. Because the universe is listening, and together we will witness the miracles waiting for us.